Okay, I love it already.
Oh my God, he's dead.
Oh no.
Lost his day.
Oh, good evening, everyone. He's dead. Okay, this is immediately charming. Those are tall ceilings if he's in there.
Well then, Frumple, that was quite the case, wasn't it?
Oh, indeed so. Already made the evening edition, don't you know? I picked up a copy when I went to buy the boat ticket. We'll be quite the heroes, I think.
It is on
Hopefully
Steam,
they don't
yes.
dwell too much on the part where one of the Weasel gang cracked you over the head with a pool cue and nearly made off with all the gold, eh?
Huh, wretched blighter called me from behind. Just not cricket, is it?
Still, all worked out in the end, my friend, and just in time too, as you have this party with Admiral Gilfrey to attend.
Look, who is this chap anyway, Winklebottom?
Oh, Gilfrey's an old school friend of mine, top of his class, went on to become an admiral, then latterly undertook a number of privately funded expeditions to all four corners of the globe.
Bit of a swot then, eh? We had no time for his sort at my school.
Evidently so, my friend. Right, let's get this boat ticket and be on our way. Where is the ticket anyway, Frumple?
Oh, I slipped it into the newspaper for safekeeping.
Okay. Let's have a look at the newspaper.
Winklebottom cracks the case. A touch sensational, but they appear to have got most of the salient facts correct.
Never mind all that. What do they say about me?
Ah, well, let me see. Yes, here it is. Lord Winklebottom was assisted, as ever, by his associate, Mr. Frumple.
Mister?
Frumple.
Dash it all, I didn't spend 8 years in medical school to be called Mister. Bunch of bloody hacks.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We have to get going if we're to catch this boat before nightfall.
No, I'm quite vexed now. I shan't leave until I've had a fresh cup of tea to calm me down. This one's practically tepid.
Can't have
Oh, very
tepid
well.
tea.
I'll make you a fresh cup. The pot should be ready now. Ah, here's the ticket. I'll keep hold of this for now.
I do wish they'd talk a little bit less quick. Yes, it is exactly. It is Sherlock Holmes and Watson. Notebook. Check your notebook regularly for notes about that Lord Winklebottom has made about the characters you've met. Okay.
Our ticket for passage to Gilfrey's Island.
Okay. So, painting.
Ah, do you remember this case?
Hox and Fox gang, wasn't it? Made a mint selling forgeries of famous works of art until you stepped in.
That's right. Kept this one as a souvenir. It's a reproduction of the goat with a pearl earring.
Goat with the pearl earring, yes. Hat stand with a scarf.
I'm rather fond of this scarf. Shame it's been on the short side though.
Yeah. Waste paper basket.
You know, we really must replace this waste paper bin. It's starting to look rather ragged.
Yes, and whose fault is that? Don't know why you keep buying these straw ones. You know you can't resist a nibble when you're peckish.
As I say, we should replace it. Yes, a nice new straw basket, I think.
Tasty. Okay. Is the sound balance okay? Yes, it does. Thank you. Let's. I knew I'd forget something. Lord Winklebottom Investigates. That's going to have to be 3 lines, isn't it? There we are. Good. Teacup.
One of Frumple's many teacups.
Milk jug. Oh, what's that?
I'll take this. Good for the old bones, you know.
Okay, so the paw symbol is, of course... Is it a paw? No, it's a hoof, isn't it? Sorry, hoof symbol. Items you've picked up can be found in your inventory at the bottom of the screen. Click and drag to use or combine them. Right-click to examine. Teapot.
Now to pour some out for the good doctor.
Oh, yes, because he wanted tea, didn't he? Okay, so how do I get that? Can I just do teapot into teacup?
And in with the tea.
Drop of milk.
I put the milk in the cup. Here you are then, a nice fresh cup of tea.
Ah, that's much better. I say, this tastes a bit off. Did you put the tea in first or something?
Ah, was that wrong?
Wrong. Wrong. What sort of animal do you think I am?
Tea.
A most fine one, my friend.
Don't put the milk
Come along,
in
we need to be
first.
off. The ticket says we are to meet a Mr. Walters at the docks, and he'll sail us out to Gilfrey's Island.
Oh, very well. I
No, no,
suppose
no.
this will have to do.
I'm
Tea
not having the milk in
I ask you.
first. Not having the milk first. Right, prologue, the journey. Milk should be in second. Where's your curdle of milk?
Ah, just smell that salty sea air. Takes me back to my childhood holidays on the coast with Gilfrey. Even then you could tell the old boy was destined for a life on the waves.
Don't much care for it myself. Went on a ghastly school trip to Blackpool as a lad. I tried to go for a donkey ride. Donkey was furious. He told me I was too heavy. Wretched fellow.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We need to find the docks and this salty Walters chap who's going to take us over to Gilvery's Island.
Okay, if you're not sure what to do, you can always ask Dr. Frumple to help you out. Select Dr. Frumple's cup of tea to get a hint. Okay, good that there will be hints if we need them. Dr. Frumple's cup of tea.
A touch narcissistic, I feel.
I just wanted to click on us. So we've got this up here. Salty Waters, sailor taking us to answer. We've got to find him, is that right? Absolutely nil moo, none taken. I'm looking forward to this. Barrels.
A number of wooden barrels. They all seem to be sealed up and in use.
Okay, who's this chap?
Let me in, you bleeding crooked canine. Oh, hello, sir. Sorry, in a bit of a jam here.
Greetings.
Good day to you, sir.
Bleeding well isn't a good day. That reprobate Walters has locked me out of my own pub. I do apologise, sir. Shouldn't take it out on you like, but he's going to drink me out of business if I don't get back in there to stop him.
Indeed so. Quite the predicament.
Pub?
So this is your establishment, I take it?
Indeed so, sir. Used to be my father's, but I took it over as the oldest of the litter. We do a good trade, serving the sailors and dock workers, even if we have to put up with less savoury characters from time to time.
I say, Winklebottom, I do hope he's not talking about the chap who's meant to sail us out to the island.
There he is. Door.
Can we help you get the door open? I'm rather afraid I have business with this Walters fella.
He's bleeding well gone and locked the door from the inside. And my spare key's in my bedroom on the top floor. How am I meant to get up there?
Well,
Sounds rather like your forte, what?
yeah.
I do have a certain talent for retrieving things from high places, yes.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, sir. It's the window on the right up there. Not the left one. That leads to the hallway and we had it sealed up, as it lets a proper terrible draught in right through the pub. We catch our death if you open that one.
So, very tempted to open the left one, but I will open the right one. Okay, well, let's have a nibble at the jewellery.
Lord Winklebottom committing common larceny? Most certainly not.
Oh, boo. Let's get the key. Is there anything I could do here? Here? No. I was
Well, I
wondering.
can see them, but they're rather frustratingly out of reach.
Take the pipe out of your mouth, man. Was wondering if there'd be anything where we'd have to use our long tongue. Long tongue pickup. That's a joke for some people, like one person in the world. Okay, so we need a tongue extender. Okay, there's going to be some red phrases coming up here, isn't there? Bottle.
I'm not quite sure what I want this for, but wanted I do.
Can we stick our tongue in the bottle?
An empty glass bottle. This seems unlikely to be effective. No, I don't think this is right.
Yeah, we need a tongue extender. Okay, we are going to open the other window now.
Keep away from that window. That's in a terrible draught, it does.
Okay, so we might need to open that window.
Picking up litter, eh? Very public-spirited.
We might need to open that window, so we might need to get him away to open that window. We're public-spirited, Chivo. Barrels.
A number of wooden barrels. They all seem to be sealed up and in use.
Oh, that net would be quite good here, wouldn't it? Aye, thank you. No, okay, we can go to the...
One of the old English kings lost his head in the Great Frog War, if I remember my history.
Careless, if you ask me.
Okay, let's go to the docks. Now that's very cute.
I say, old chap, a moment of your time. Greetings, my good man.
Good day to you. What can I do for you?
I have a ticket for conveyance of myself and my colleague here with a Mr. Walters. I wonder if you know the gentleman.
That layabout. Oh, I know him all right, but you'll not be going anywhere with him till he pays his docking fees. Nobody leaves this dock without my say-so. No docking fees, no permit to leave.
I say, Winklebottom, this Walters fellow sounds like a flaky sort of character, what?
Well, can we discuss this permit? How might we obtain a permit to allow us to leave the dock?
Well, you could get Walters to pay his docking fees, but that's not likely to happen.
I tell you what.
Tell you what, I'm a bit short-staffed today. So if you help me with repairing this ship, I'll give you a permit.
Manual labour? Very much like the sound of that. I have a surgeon's hooves, don't you know?
Okay.
Well, what can we do to help?
So we
I
need
can
to...
do the actual work, but I've run out of wood. I need some planks or something.
Very well, we shall obtain some wood for you.
Now, if we had some
Also, this barrel of tar
barrels-
here is solidified. I don't need much, but I need a way to melt some of it.
Some way to melt the tar, I see.
Shouldn't be a problem for a genius like you, eh, what?
Okay.
Right then, Frumple, let's see what we can do about getting hold of this permit.
So, we need to melt some of the barrel. Some of the barrel of tar. And we need to take a saw to the
You know,
other
Frumple,
barrels.
we might be able to make use of this saw.
Yeah.
Blimey, not the friendliest chap, is he?
Bloody seagulls.
Excuse me, sir, would you mind... I say, there's really no need for that.
Fearsome looking blighter, I'm keeping well away.
Right, so we have to scare off the seagull so we get to the tools so we can cut up the barrel so we can put some wood to the flying dachshund and at some point we're also going to melt some of the tar. Absolutely standard phrases that I was expecting to say today. What have we got here? A boat hook.
A boat hook. This should come in handy.
Yes, I think we could hook some keys with that, you know. A large boat.
Perhaps this is the vessel Mr. Walters will be using to convey us to Guilfry's Island.
Dash well hope not, what with that blasted great hole in the side of it.
There will not be a hole in there for long. Okay. Let's go up here. We can get the keys.
Ah yes, this seems to be just the ticket. Perhaps I should keep this hook for collecting out-of-reach leaves.
Okay, we've collected the keys. So we can now give the keys to the landlord.
Right then, this should do the trick.
Oh, thank you kindly, sir. Right then, let's see what that bleeder has been up to in my pub.
Wouldn't fancy being in that fellow's shoes, eh?
Is he wearing shoes?
You'll bleeding well pay for this, Walters. Look what you've done. This bleeding barrel is bleeding well empty now. Get out, you hear?
Keep your snout out me business. I be leaving in me own time. I won't be taking no orders from a landlubber like you.
I say, Frumple, this is the chap who's going to sail us to the island?
Fellow looks like he's barely able to stand, let alone sail a ship.
Probably a little bit like that boxer dog, Marky V, at the moment, yeah, with your expressions, empty glasses.
Hey, get your pilfering paws off those glasses. They be mine, you hear?
Okay. Horace Brush
These are made by the
says...
finest craft sources.
Okay. Painting.
A painting of a ship. It's perhaps not the most refined piece of artwork I've seen.
Better than
Probably
anything
for
I
the
could
best,
do.
I wouldn't hang anything valuable in this place, not with their clientele.
Okay. Glass balls.
I have no idea what these are for, but they look terribly nautical.
That's true, I have seen... You do see them in, like, nautical things. I've got absolutely no idea what they're for.
I presume this is the landlord's wife.
Ah yes, handsome looking sow, isn't she?
Don't get ideas. Who are you, patron?
I say, Winklebottom, this fellow looks like a bit of a bore, eh what?
Yes, very good, Frumple.
Yep. A barrel.
I say, Barky, would you mind awfully if I took this empty barrel?
You'd be doing me a favour. That beer-soaked bulldog has emptied it anyway.
Damned if I can figure out where you keep all this stuff, Winklebottom.
Okay, who are you?
Shifty looking sort, if you ask me.
What makes you say that? He seems like a perfectly fine gentleman to me.
Can't rightly say. Something about primates. It's the eyes, I think. Something in them that's almost not animal.
Rum jug?
Get your bleeding hooves off. I mean, would you mind leaving that where it is, please, sir? I lose a dozen of those a day to these thieving bleeders.
Interesting. Okay. Nothing else here apart from
How can
landlord.
I help you, sir?
I say, old boy, would you mind awfully letting us have that jug of rum you have sitting on the bar over there?
Well, I suppose you did help me get back into my pub. Fine, you can have the bleeding thing. On the house, like.
Interesting.
I say, old chap, any chance of lighting the fire? There's a bit of a nip in the air after all.
No bleeding way. Cost me money, that does. And with that waste of space drinking me out of house and home, I need to save every last shilling. I'd have to get a lot colder before I start a fire.
So we've got to cool him down.
Well,
It's
thank you for your time.
It's difficult because
Very
I think
good, sir.
Lord Winklebottom's voice is very quiet. So, I will do my best to...
This fireplace is as cool as the atmosphere in here.
Oh, I know what I could do. I could go to the settings, options, music down, speech and SFX. There you go. That'll work. And then there we go. Okay. So, how do we get out? How do we leave? I can't leave. Oh, there's a bell here as well. Can I?
Yar! What terrible siren song be that? Last orders are upon us already. Quick, you rapacious rapscallion. I've been eating more beer.
Okay. So I can now take an empty
What's
glass.
that noise? Hey, get your pilfering paws off those glasses. They be mine, you hear?
Darn.
Ah, 'twas but a false alarm.
Yeah, we can leave. It's somewhere here. There it is. Okay. So I still need the saw. What have I got? So I got. Can I throw a bottle at the seagull?
An empty glass bottle.
Can I throw it at the seagull?
No, I don't think this is right.
Boat hook at the seagull?
This seems unlikely to be effective. I have reservations about doing this.
Okay. Boat ticket. Yes, we need that right at the end. I can. Oh yes, I can now open this one.
Now
and
let's
get
see
a
if we can't get
draft.
this window open. No, it's no good. Stuck fast.
Give another go. Probably just been painted over.
Well, if you say so, just one more... Oh. Oh dear, well that didn't go entirely according to plan. How awfully embarrassing.
Still got the job done, what?
Okay, so now there will be a draft which will make him cold, which will make him like the fire, which will give us a fire and a way to melt the tar. Yeah, out of my face. You cold yet?
I say, it is rather chilly in here, what?
There we go.
it's colder than Poseidon's drawers in here.
Oh, for goodness sake. I'll have to light the bleeding fire now.
I assume we now light the rum jug. I swear we were given the rum jug. Oh, I can just take that now.
We should take our reward with us.
There we go. He gave it to us, but I hadn't picked it up. So I assume I
A
can
jug full of rum.
set light to this.
This seems unlikely to be effective.
Darn. What am I going to set fire to? The empty barrel?
I'm really not sure what the...
The boat hook?
This seems unlikely to be effective.
The glass bottle?
No, sorry.
I need to set fire to something anyway. Maybe I need to bring... what if I put some of the tar in the bottle and then put it in there? Probably. No, Arch. Just the once. I really want the box of tools.
You know, Frumple, we might be able to make use of this saw.
Yes. But then
Blimey, not the friendliest chap, is he?
can I do anything with the barrel of tar?
This tar is hard as rock. We'll need to heat it up to get any out.
Can't stand the filthy stuff. Looks like mud, but just you try wallowing in it. You need a chisel to get it off you.
So right, do we need a chisel? Speaking of chisels, on Saturday I will be the chisel. Can we take that then? Can I
A
use...
long implement with a hook on the end.
Yes, I know, I know. Can I use that?
No, sorry.
Can I use a bottle?
No, sorry.
Darn.
I have reservations about doing this. A collection of barrels. Seem heavy, so they're all in use.
How am I going to get rid of Mr. Seagull? He is at the moment. He's polite at the moment. He's got barrels here and barrels here. You're just going
Another
to tell me
wooden
that they're
barrels.
barrels.
They all seem to be sealed.
Swap a barrel out, maybe?
An empty wooden barrel. No, sorry.
Okay. Okay, so I just drag that onto here, do
I'd
I?
really rather not.
What do you mean by swap a barrel out? Do I do that?
This seems unlikely to be effective.
What am I trying to do now? This is also a good question.
No, I don't think this is right. No, sorry.
You meant by one of the puffins. And this is here.
Here you are. A barrel. It's made of wood.
Oh, he
It's a good
needed
effort,
wood.
but I can't very well plug this hole with a whacking great barrel now, can I? Maybe if you broke it up or something.
No, I knew that. I want the saw. So we just still need to frighten off this seagull. Does he like rum?
Here you are then, sir. Some alcohol.
Yes!
Perhaps this will quench your thirst.
I say, he nearly ripped your blasted hoof off.
Is he going to be a wee drinky drunky?
Well, that seems to have calmed him down considerably. But I can't help but feel we aren't really helping the poor wretch here.
No, but we are helping ourselves. So let's take the box of tools.
Now this fellow has calmed down, I'm sure he won't object to us borrowing his saw. You see? Doesn't mind a bit.
Okay. And now we can use that on that.
Now, Frumple, you hold onto the barrel, and I'll attempt to chop it up.
Careful where you're waving that thing. No other doctors around to patch me up if you slip, you know.
Hope that was the barrel. Yes, pile of wood. Let's give that to the dock worker.
Let's do the job.
Ah, yes. This'll do nicely. I could use this wood for me repairs.
Do your repairs then.
I say, old chap, a moment of your time.
No.
Well then, thank you for your time.
So now, can I just take the barrel of tar?
This tar is hard as rock. We'll need to heat it up to get any out.
Can't stand the filthy stuff. Looks like mud, but just you try wallowing in it. You need a chisel to get it off you.
We now have an empty rum jug. Can
No, I don't think this is right.
Can I poke the barrel of
no,
tar with the
sorry.
hook?
I'm really not sure what the plan is here. This tar is hard.
Can't stand the
So we either need to get the fire to the tar or the tar to the fire. Which do you think it is?
No, I don't think this is right.
Interesting suggestion to combine those two.
I'm really not sure what the plan is here.
Let's see if I can saw anything else up.
No, I don't think this is right.
Do still have the saw. I wonder why he doesn't want us to have his glasses.
Oi, what is it?
Greetings, my good man.
Well, spit it out. What be you wanting, stranger?
You are Salty Walters, I take it?
That I am, and don't you be forgetting it neither.
Then you are to take us to the Isle of Barghest.
Nope, I be staying here with me drinks. I'll not be sailing today. Not for you nor anybody else.
I say, you rotter, we have tickets, you know. Paid for in advance.
Nar.
Now look here, you bounder. We have tickets and you will jolly well sail us out to that island. Dash it all.
I won't be sailing today. I drinks me beer to wash away the terrible taste of the salty seawater. Hates it, I does. I'll not be sailing again for a while now that I've got that accursed taste out of me system.
Ironic that a man named Salty should hate the taste of seawater so, isn't it, Frumple?
Dashed inconvenient if you ask me.
Okay.
Well, goodbye then.
Fellow seems more than a little worse for wear thanks to all that beer.
Yeah, if we just desalinate the ocean, then that's great. So hates the taste of salt. Apparently a heavy drinker.
Hey, get your pilfering paws off those glasses. They be mine, you hear?
Okay, I'll come to you in a second, Hollow. What is the little... What is that?
I don't know about you, Frumple, but I'm a touch perturbed about the competence of our sozzled sailor.
Chap must be completely half cut if he's drunk that lot.
That be mine, you great thieving scallywag. Who's off it?
Did think I'd try that, yeah.
The sailor's glass of beer. One would hope it is last.
Shifty looking sort of you.
What makes you say that?
Can't rightly say.
Okay.
I say, Winklebottom, this fellow looks like a bit of a bore, eh what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very...
Okay, no new information there. Hang on, so if we ring the bell again...
Ah, what terrible siren song be that? Last orders are upon us already.
We still have the
Quick,
rum
you rapacious
jug.
rapscallion. I've been eating more beer.
So now we need to, as Hollow suggests, we need to poison his beer to make it...
What's that noise? Hey, get your pilfering paws off those glasses. They be mine, you hear?
I don't know why we need the glasses.
'Twas but a false alarm.
So we need some form of salt or something. Oh, what if I... Right, let's head back out. Let's see if I can get some salt water, which would be at the docks. Bottle in the sea. There we go.
I might be able to get some seawater in this, if only I could get it low enough.
Okay, so we can use the hook for that.
I'd really rather not.
Okay, interesting. How am I going to get it low enough? Can't use the net. The rope! Of course, the rope.
Let's take this with us, just in case.
Okay, let's attach the rope to the bottle.
It's no good. The rope can't get any purchase on the smooth glass.
Okay, well, let's try the rum jug
I've
then.
tied the rope through the handle of this jug.
There we go. And now let's dangle that into the sea.
Now I'll lower the jug down on this rope and... yes! We now have a jug full to the brim with salty seawater.
Tasty, tasty seawater. Right, let's ring the bell. Ding, ding goes the bell. Let's ring that.
Ah, what terrible siren song be that? Last orders are upon us already.
Okay, and now we're going to be cheeky.
Quick, you rapacious rapscallion. I've been eating more beer.
We're going to put the seawater in the beer.
Quickly, while he's not looking, just pour this into his beer.
Ah, what be this foul flavour? Oh, me last beer is ruined, and that picaroon pig won't sell me no more.
Do I take it you might now be willing to carry out your job?
No reason not to now. Maybe the Admiral can see his way to providing me with a bit of the old grog. Go way back, him and me.
Shall we meet at the docks then?
Aye, I'd be waiting at me vessel. Make it quick, mind you.
Quick, to the dockmobile. Does this mean I can take one of these glasses now?
We should leave these. We've already taken enough from this establishment.
What were the glasses about? Okay, so we still need the tar. We still need to do the tar.
A jug full of salty seawater.
I mean, can I put that on the
I have
fireplace?
reservations about doing this.
Oh, can I undo the rope? I'd want to dip the rope in the tar to sort of...
My word, there appears to be a storm coming in. We must make haste and get out of the island before it hits.
Okay. Okay. Ominous. We need tar.
This tar is hard as rock. We'll need to heat it up to get any out.
Can't stand the filthy.
Haven't used the glass bottles yet.
I'd really rather not. Wait, you don't mean this is your ship?
Aye, that it be. And what of it?
I just don't think it looks particularly seaworthy.
Not in
She's
a
a fine vessel. Served me on many a long voyage, she has.
Not in a
Besides,
storm.
I be the only sailor for hire in the dock right now, so you don't have a choice.
That's not terribly reassuring.
Shall we set sail for the island then?
No, that bilge rat over yonder won't let me leave. Says I've not paid me docking fees. Get his permission and we'll be on our way.
Okay. So, yeah, can we
An
break
empty
a
glass
bottle?
bottle.
What am I going to break it on?
I'm really not sure what the plan is here.
Break it on the...
No, sorry.
Break it on the... large boat.
I'd really rather not.
Okay.
Even with that rather slapdash repair job, this still looks considerably more seaworthy than Walter's boat.
We're going to be smashed to smithereens, I just know it.
Mm-hmm.
A collection of barrels.
We've still got the saw.
I have reservations about doing this.
That's true. Was there any glass from over here?
You know, I really do feel absolutely terrible about this. Still nothing to be done now, I suppose. No time for that now. We need to get out to the island.
Okay, so there's nothing there. There's those barrels and there's those barrels. We've got a saw.
I'm really not sure what the plan...
I haven't looked at the boat ticket yet.
Our ticket for passage to Guilfry's Island.
Ah, that's a good idea.
This seems unlikely to be effective.
The saw,
I'm really not sure what the plan is here.
jug,
I have reservations.
the bottle,
I'd really rather not.
the other bottle,
No, sorry.
the boat ticket. That'd be silly. Let's see what they
I'm
say.
really not sure what the plan is here.
Yes. We can look at the horse brasses as well.
These are made by the finest craft sauces.
So what are they about? 'Cause normally there's no red herrings in this sort of game, but maybe maybe it's just a detail. Hang on, saw on
This
the
seems
horse.
unlikely to be effective.
Boat hook on them.
I have reservations about doing this.
A glass on there.
I'd really rather not. This seems unlikely to be effective.
Can I skewer? Can I skewer the painting?
I'd really rather not.
Can I attack the bar? The
No,
landlord?
sorry.
No. Boo.
I shouldn't keep reading this unnecessarily.
Oh, hang on. Poker.
Since the landlord is looking the other way, perhaps I might borrow this for a moment. I'll be sure to return.
There's something I'll be
naturally.
able to
Fella's
heat up.
probably used to things going walkabout in this place anyway.
Okay, let's heat the poker up.
Now to heat this poker up somewhat. Yes, this has done the trick splendidly.
Right.
Be careful with that thing, don't want to burn a hole in your britches.
To the tar bucket. Barrel of tar.
Right then, Frumble, just watch this. Yes, the hot poker is melting through the tar like butter.
Oh, what a noxious niff. Let's get rid of this stuff quickly.
And then I guess put it in
I'm
the.
really not sure what the... This tar is hard as rock.
Can't stand the filthy stuff.
Yeah. Am I gonna need the saw?
I'd really rather...
Sea
No, I don't think-
water? The boat?
I have reservations about doing this.
Coffee at the moment.
I say, old chap, a moment of your time. Well, can we discuss...
So the permit.
Well, what can we do?
I can do the actual work, but I've run out of wood.
We've got the
Very
wood.
well, we shall...
Also, this barrel of tar here solidify. I don't need much, but I need a way to melt some of it.
Some way to melt the...
Shouldn't be a problem for a cheap.
Oh, did I need to give the poker
Right
to
then,
you
Frumble, let's see what we can do
instead?
about getting...
Have I still got the poker? Give that to you.
This is just what I need.
There we go.
I could use this to waterproof the repair. Thank you for that, fellas. Now I can repair the hole in this boat. First class
now-
job. Even if I do say so myself.
You can give us
Well,
a
nobody
ticket.
else is likely to.
Well, with that done, I'm finished for the day, so you're both free to go.
Woohoo!
Give this permit to Walters and let him know his debt is cleared. This time.
Come on then, spit it out.
Shall we set sail for the island then?
Aye, that we will. All me permits are in order, so all aboard for the Isle of Barghest.
Okay, that's that done. The prologue. Row quicker. The case of the expired axolotl.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Made it at last. Madam, would you be so kind as to let your master know...
Oh, sir, it's terrible. A tragedy. The master, He's dead.
I say what?
It's true, sir. Oh, the poor master. I found him, sir, just floating there in his tube. Stiff as a board he was. Oh, it was horrible.
Gilfrey dead? But this doesn't make any sense. He was in the prime of his life. The fellow was as strong as an ox.
Oh, a very tiny ox anyway. Oh, I say, old chap, I am sorry.
We should take a look just to be certain. Madam, Dr. Frumple here will want to examine the poor fellow.
And if there's even a hint of foul play, you can be certain that Lord Winklebottom will get to the bottom of it.
Oh, my lord, thank God you're here. The master spoke of you often.
Tell me, who else is in the house?
Well, my lord, there's the staff. That's myself and Ambrose, the butler.
Butler did
the
it.
gong over there should summon him. Also Pumphrey, the gardener. Though he's been moping around outside of late. Miserable old sod it is. Oh, sorry, my lord.
Anybody else?
Oh, yes, my lord. There are a great many guests here today. The master had a big announcement to make, he said.
Right,
Intriguing.
Frumple, we should have a look at poor Gilfrey, then introduce ourselves to the other guests. Thank you, madam, you've been most helpful.
You're welcome, my lord. Have you any luggage with you? I can have Ambrose take it upstairs for you.
Alas, no, we lost most of our possessions on the journey over here. Our means of conveyance turned out to be a touch unstable.
It was
Don't
all I
you
could do to
start,
keep hold of me
Marky V.
tea.
Not the bloomin' library. Okay, so there's Gilfrey, Ethelberta the duck, Constance the duck, a painting of something, painting of a volcano, Moose with a little lovely pince-nez on it, a telephone, some lilies or something, something there, a dog bust, a primate bust. Should we hit the gong?
Oh, I say, a gong. Shall I gong it?
Gong
I'm
it.
not entirely convinced that gong is a verb, but very well. if
Gong
you-
it.
Gong.
You don't actually need to say gong, you know.
Oh, well, I suppose, but where's the fun in that?
Strange, the maid said this would call the butler, but he's nowhere to be seen.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I have absolutely no idea what to do first, by the way.
A bust of the great composer, Beethoven.
Not just a great composer, but an excellent at tricks too, you know. I hear he was an expert at rolling over.
Boo! Excellent. There's a door on the right and a door on the left and a door there and a door there. There are 4 doors.
A bust of the great Caesar. Gilfrey was most interested in ancient history.
Good grief, look at his eyes. They look even more soulless than the real thing.
What is it with you and primates, Frumple?
Moose head.
I say, Winklebottom, that fellow must have been going like a bomb when you ran into that wall, what?
I think I've heard that one before, and it's not in very good taste.
I suppose when you think about it, it is quite an odd tradition. A little morbid, in fact. Look, the poor fellow even has some of his clothing still on him.
This chap is beyond even your skills, I fear. Let's leave him be.
I reckon we'll need that tie, Meredith, or the glasses. I reckon we'll need something. Others.
Perhaps we could discuss the other people who are here.
So who else is here? The
I
staff.
say, I gonged that gong over there and your butler fellow didn't show up.
Gonged
Well,
it.
he's a bit on the slow side, but he's quite reliable. I hope nothing's happened to him.
Who else is on the staff here?
Other than Ambrose, it's just Pumphrey, the gardener. Such a shame to see the house so low on staff. Oh, my lord, you should have seen the place when my mistress was still alive.
Used to be more of you, eh?
Oh, yes, sir. It's really just a skeleton staff now. The master was away so much on his travels. More so since the mistress passed away. He doesn't need a full staff these days, I'm afraid.
Okay, and the guests.
What can you tell me about the guests here?
I don't know any of them well. It's the first time we've had guests since the mistress died.
Oh, Christmas Grace
God
Hall,
rest her
yes.
soul. You're the last to arrive, so you'll find them all around the house.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do you know why we've all been invited here?
Oh, I'm sorry, my lord. I don't. The master was being most mysterious about it. Something to do with
dog,
his
yes.
research, I'd fancy, but it's all beyond me.
Okay, so he was going to make some form
That'll
of
be all for now,
announcement. We don't know what. I will start exploring the doors, but finally the
This
last
is a portrait of
3
Gilfrey's
pages,
late
5
wife,
pages.
Ethelberta. She died tragically young a few years ago.
How did she die, anyway?
It was a terrible incident involving an airship.
I say, crashed with her on board.
No, she flew too close to the propellers and, well, you can imagine the
I was
rest.
going to say she
Oh,
actually can
grisly
fly.
way to go.
And then
Ah, a portrait
A
of the great fellow
refined.
himself.
Distinguished looking chap, eh,
Very
Winklebottom?
refined.
A painting of Gilfrey's only daughter, Constance. Another fine piece of artwork from Gilfrey's collection.
I like the squid on the corners. I've just noticed the squid are on all the corners.
Another fine piece of artwork from Gilfrey.
Okay, let's start on the left. Let's go to the dining room. Okay. Oh, who do we have here? We have Dame Celia.
Greetings, madam.
What's that, young man? Speak up!
I said greetings,
Oh,
madam.
no.
No, it's no good. No diction. That's the problem with you young people. You need to learn to project, my boy.
We're not going to get very far here, Winklebottom. My diagnosis is the old bird is deaf as a post.
Mrs.
I'm
Richards.
so glad to have you here, Frumple. I've no
Mrs.
idea how
Alice
I would manage
Richards.
without your expert opinion on such matters.
Oh, thank you, old thing.
Okay, right. So we need to find
Thank
a
you
way.
for your time, madam.
What's that? Move your head closer. I can't hear you all the way up there.
I say, Winklebottom, do you know who this is? It's Dame Celia Wellington Boot.
I'm sure I have no idea.
But she's famous. Dame Celia was a star of the stage. I had quite the crush on her as a young calf.
Okay, and so she's got a haberdashery bag that she won't let us touch, but here we go.
Dame Celia's haberdashery bag. Knitting, sewing, wool, threads and such like.
Okay. A vase of flowers. A crystal ball. Or we could have a mystic. Madame Lavinia.
Greetings.
You are Lord Winklebottom, are you not?
I say, that's amazing. Did you see all that in your crystal ball? Or a message from the spirits, perhaps?
No, I saw an article about you in the newspaper earlier today.
That's how it
well,
works.
yes, I suppose that would also work.
Anyway, I am very pleased to meet you. I am Madame Lavinia, and I am a spirit medium.
Well, quite.
Okay.
What can you tell me about Gilfrey?
Oh, that poor soul. Such tragedy in this household. First my dear Ethelberta, and now Aristotle. Their daughter must be devastated.
Quite so. Very sad business all round. Very sad.
What's your connection to Gilfrey?
I've known Ethelberta since she was a duckling. I've no idea why darling Aristotle invited me today, though. None at all.
What can you tell us about the lady sat over there?
Oh, I can't get a word out of her. The old bat needs some sort of hearing aid, if you ask me.
Yeah.
These modern hearing aids are a miracle of science. Some are barely larger than a briefcase, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Okay. Vase of flowers. Can we take that?
I suppose a tiny nibble wouldn't hurt.
That's
Careful, old
lilies.
thing, you'll get your head stuck in that vase.
Don't
I
eat
say you're
lilies.
right. Yes, my head goes all the way in. I can eat the stalks too.
Oh no. Okay, so we've emptied that.
There's nothing left to eat in this vase.
You're addicted, man.
Okay, so he's had a nibble.
I believe these are used to see into the future. Rather a pity they can't see into the past,
Good
so you
evening,
could find out what
David.
happened to Gilfrey. I say, Frumple, I can see a mist starting to form in this.
No, old boy, that's just your monocle steaming up because of the heat from the fire.
Oh, then we probably shan't get any answers this way.
Not a surprise. Foggy! Good evening, Foggy. How are you doing? I had a look at you earlier. I had a quick peek, and I was very impressed with the concept of puzzle PI8, whatever it's called, Pi8. So, yeah. Have a good evening, Foggy. A good afternoon. I hope today treats you well. Good evening. Thank you for the subscription, Digital David. 3 years, flipping heck. I was thinking about that the other day. It's quite a long time, isn't it? 3 years. We're playing Lord Winklebottom Investigates. We're a giraffe. There's been a murder in this house. We don't know what's going on, basically. I'm very near the beginning of this investigation.
This painting is called Adventure Awaits, apparently.
Huh. Personally, I could do with a bit less adventure in my life.
Okay, clock.
If I turn the hands, I can make the clock chime.
Okay. So we've met Dame Celia. What is this tube?
This tube is part of the network of pipes Gilfrey used to get around the house. Being amphibious, he preferred to stay in these as much as possible.
Ingenious system, mind you.
And we've got a window.
I'm not going to open these, it'll let a terrible draft.
Okay, we
Dame
appear,
Seal is haberdashery.
okay, we appear to not be able to take any of that. Okay, so that is everything. And then there's the fireplace in the dining room. Thank you for the subscription, David. Much appreciated. So that's the dining room. Next up, the kitchen. Nobody around in the kitchen, but there's things. So let's have a look at the cupboard.
Nothing of interest in here.
Oh. Another cupboard. I'm going to have to do all these, aren't I?
Oh, there are some matches in this box. I'll take these, or rather this. There only seems to be one match left.
Okay. One match.
Just some odds and ends, nothing useful. Just some crockery.
A knife? Can we take the knife?
It's surprising how often a good sharp knife comes in handy during an investigation.
Oh, I bet. Okay, fine, we're taking
A
that.
bowl of fruit. You know what they say, Frumple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Well, doesn't seem to have worked, does it?
I noticed he's still holding his cup of tea, by the way.
Frumple, you're the food expert. Do you think we should take this with us?
Lord
As you
Winklebottom.
wish, but don't expect me to know what to do with it. I'm rather more interested in the end result than the process, you know?
So we've got a pan, cooker, some coals. Can I take them as well?
I can't just cause them to spontaneously combust.
When I was in the Calf Scouts, we'd make fires by rubbing twigs together.
I see, and do you have any twigs handy?
Ugh, you don't have to poo-poo all my ideas, you know?
But we do have a match. Hope it'll pan out well.
A box with a single match in it.
Yeah, can we put that in the cooker?
Need a steady hoof to do this, as there's only one match left. There we
Yes.
go, the cooker is heating up nicely now.
So we're going to heat up that kettle.
At least we know we can make more tea if we need to.
Oh, that's a relief. I feel like I've been nursing this cup for hours now. So I'll make it next time and put the milk in first like you meant to.
No, not having that. Amazing. Okay, what's in here?
Oh my god. Frumple, look at this is terrible.
What?
What? What is it?
They're keeping red wine in the refrigerator. This is sacrilege.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
I thought you found something important.
Let's close the door. Nothing in there. Put it there. Hang on, hardened butter.
A block of butter. Might be useful. It's rock solid, however.
I like it when it's solid. Easier to take a bite out of it, you know?
Okay, well at least we can put you on here.
This seems unlikely.
Hang on, let's put it in the pan.
I'd really rather not.
No?
I'd really rather not.
Okay, so if we need to grease something up, we have a thing of butter. Hang on. Oh, so we came in through this door. Let's go through this door.
This door appears to be locked.
Let's
Most
not.
irritating.
Yes, quite so. Wonder where it leads to.
Just open this hatch.
Ugh, blasted thing won't stay open.
Use the pan in it?
No.
Use the knife to wedge it open?
I can't get this into the gap to wedge open the door. Need something smaller.
Smaller?
Just open this hatch.
No, it's not a timed thing.
Ugh, blasted thing won't stay open.
Okay. Interesting. So that's that room. Room number 3, the servants... Oh, you think the butter... Really?
This seems unlikely to be a...
So it's not the butter. Pan on the stove first. That's the bit it didn't do.
Let's put the pan on the stovetop.
I just wanted to melt the butter immediately.
How thrilling. I've always wanted to try my hoof at cooking. Ah, look, Frumple. The heat has melted the butter into an oily liquid.
What am I going to do with that?
I can hardly pick this up with my bare hooves. We'll need something to soak it up, I wager.
Well, what about your mane? That's probably absorbent.
That's a disgusting thought, Frumple.
Thank you, Dr. Frumple. We're running low on tea, are we, Dr. Frumple? Interesting. So we need a cloth of some kind. I can't pick up anything else up here. But interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let's go to the servants' quarters. that's back to the hallway. Okay. Nothing on here. A dirty bed.
Ugh, this bed is absolutely filthy. Rumble, what do you make of this?
Looks like some kind of slime or mucus. I'd say this bed is used by a mollusk of some sort. Filthy buggers.
Yeah, I think I would. I'd put some butter on the pan for a lovely smell, and then order in via delivery or something like that. Look at the cute!
This looks like a child's doll. It seems to be a cuddly axolotl.
Bit of an odd thing to keep around.
Very cute. I get that. Oh goodness! I hope it manages to fly out, Meredith. So we've got a bed that has been used by mollusks, a toy. Yeah, I can't pick up the sheet at the moment. So, what was the other thing? That was just toy. Oh, I hope it gets out alive then. Drawing room. Oh, hello. Oh, look at it, Sir Winslet. I'm already in love with Sir Winslet. Let's talk to Sir Winslet. Greetings.
Greetings.
Ah, Winklebottom, isn't it? I've written reports about your exploits for my newspaper.
Oh really? And which of our adventures have you covered?
Sorry, old thing. Not sure I recognise you.
Frumble? Dr. Frumble? Who said you'd covered our cases?
Oh, that's right. You're the gentleman's gentleman, yes?
We're partners. Equal partners. Blasted hack.
All right, Rumble. Pleased to meet you, sir, but I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage.
Winslet's the name, old thing.
I think
Pleased to meet
Winslet
you,
did
sir.
it. Can
I
just
say, it's true what they say, then. About you preferring to walk on all fours. Bit old-fashioned these days, what?
I just happen to think it's rather more refined.
Plus he'd bash his bonds on the ceiling if he tried to walk in the modern style.
And how do you know Gilfrey? Do you know why you're invited here today?
In reverse order, not a blasted clue, and I'm engaged to his daughter Constance.
You're a journalist, you say. Could that be the reason you're here?
Might be, old boy. The old fellow wasn't entirely taken with me, truth be told. But if he wanted somebody to get the word out about something, I'd certainly fit the bill.
You didn't get along with Gilfrey then?
Well, I mean, I've never actually met him, you understand. This is the first time Constance has brought me to the island. But I'm sure he wouldn't approve of me. Crikey, my own family don't, so why would somebody else's?
So you're engaged to young Constance over there?
Oh, Winklebottom, I'm a changed cat since meeting her. I was quite the party animal, but fair to say, she's tamed me.
Constance is a
You didn't get on with the Admiral, though.
It was nothing he said, you understand, but I don't think he approved. Don't have a lot of luck with family. Even my own disinherited.
I say, that's rather harsh of them.
Too many parties, I suppose. And being a journalist, is not exactly an appropriate job for somebody of my status, you know.
Most unfortunate.
I get to keep the title. I'm a baronet, don't you know? But I'm afraid it's left me rather cash poor.
Okay, so he's
Thank you for your
poor.
time.
There's a suit of armour here.
A relic of the Great Frog Wars. Gilfrey was most fond of ancient history.
I say, that axe he's carrying would do you a real mischief if he got on the wrong end of it.
Can we take that axe?
A long metal axe. This seems very sturdy. Even the handle is metal.
I say, Winklebottom, I bet Gilfrey liked this axe a lot.
Ah!
Because he's an axolotl.
Yes. I understand.
There's Constance in the orangery, but before we speak to Constance, let's have a look at Reverend Peabody.
Greetings, sir.
Ah, hello, my child. I am most pleased to make your acquaintance at this sad time.
Pleased to meet you. I am Lord Winklebottom III, and this is my colleague,
The
Dr. Reginald
third?
Frumple.
Bless you, my children. I am Reverend Archibald Peabody.
Do you know any of the other guests?
I believe I may have seen Madame Lavinia at some interfaith conference or other, but not to speak to. Other than that, I'm afraid not.
He's got the same glasses as that moose had on. Don't know whether that's useful.
Do you know why Gilfrey invited you here today?
Oh, I'm afraid I wouldn't know. I've not heard from him for a few years, until just recently when he wrote to me out of the blue. I know he had something to announce, but I'm afraid I don't know what.
It is most intriguing, to be sure.
So no one knows why they were invited.
Well, thank you for your time, Reverend.
Oh, yes, quite so, my boy, quite so.
Okay, gramophone?
One of those newfangled gramophone players. The music plays through this trumpet.
Modern technology is wonderful. Just look how tiny it is.
Yeah, a hearing aid could well work.
I can't remove this trumpet, it's held in place with a small screw.
So we need something to do with the small screw. I've written that down.
I say, Winklebottom, I wonder if these chaps know what happened to Gilfrey.
You could ask, but I doubt they'd hear, and I don't suppose they saw anything anyway, and if they did, they wouldn't say.
Can we have a look at the record collection?
A collection of gramophone records.
Oh look, they have Sounds of the Sea featuring Periwinkle, Flange and the Crustaceans. I love their music.
I think I'll stick to the classics.
We've got here a naval photograph.
Ah, look at him here, the pride of the Admiralty. They say he had the sea running through his veins.
A painting. Evening, Pope
This
Parrot.
chap is Lord Malcolm Schmidt. I've met him in the house a number of times. A great speaker, although I'm not sure all of it makes a good deal of sense.
Looks most distinguished.
Generally, yes, though not so much when food is around. He can get quite raucous at times.
Okay, so he will need food. A wedding photo.
Ah, look at this. It's Gilfrey and Ethelbert on their wedding day. A splendid time was had by all, I can assure you, Frumple. Such a tragedy Ethelbert had passed away so young.
Yes, terrible business. Just terrible.
Do you know, I'm starting to wonder if the axolotl
Now, let us have a look in here.
killed
Just some papers.
Ethelberta.
How boring.
Not inherently so, but in this case, yes. They don't seem to be of any great interest. Although it does seem odd that they're in such a mess. It's almost as if somebody had been rummaging through them in a hurry.
Best way, in my opinion, gets it out of the way. I much prefer reading things with nice pictures in them. Medical books have some excellent drawings.
One would hope that you at least glance at the words, mind you.
Okay. An award for...
An award for Amphibian of the Year. A finer amphibian you could never hope to meet, eh, Frumple?
Amphibian of the Year.
Various works of fiction. These were most likely Ethelberta's. Aristotle preferred his scientific tomes instead.
Ugh, Shakespeare. The masters made us read it at school, toted old Ross. Don't mind the one with the two lovers from rival families of mongooses and capybaras, though.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. I also don't like Shakespeare. Excellent work.
A collection of books. Nothing of any great interest right now.
Right now. Okay, let's go to the orangery. Hang on, let's nibble at the tasty looking plant.
My word, this plant really does look frightfully tasty.
Nom 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 nom. For duckins.
Oh dear, how awfully embarrassing. I do hope that wasn't an important clue.
Oh, I bet it was. I bet it would have, like, solved the case. So we got... let's talk to Constance.
Greetings, you must be Miss Gilfrey. Our most sincere condolences on your sad loss.
If it isn't Lord Winklebottom. Father talked about you often. And you must be Mr. Frumple?
Doctor, actually. Sorry for your loss, miss.
First mother and now this. I think we must have done something unspeakable in a past life to suffer so much pain in this one. Don't you agree, Lord Winklebottom?
There has been some terrible tragedy here, I agree, but I fear there may be some more earthly causes for the most recent one, at least.
You think there's villainy at work here?
We don't know yet, however, his death was quite a shock, as far as I know, he was fit as a fiddle before he died. In any case, Dr. Frumple will be able to tell us more.
I think, if you don't mind, I'd just like to be left alone for a while.
Goodbye for now, Miss Gilfrey.
Nothing useful there. A hose pipe.
I don't really want to lug around an entire hosepipe if I don't have a reason to.
A pruning shear.
Let's take these with us.
Oh,
Indeed. It will be sheer folly to leave them.
Nice.
I say sheer folly, because they're...
Yes, I understood. Actually, I believe they're secateurs.
Ooh! Nice. Can we have more of the tasty looking plant?
I really am awfully embarrassed about this, you know.
Eat it. Can we use the secateurs on it?
This seems unlikely to be.
I mean, we could. What about...
I'm really not sure.
What about if we just cut...
No.
Let's have a look at the fly trap.
I once knew a chap who was killed after getting trapped in one of those. Sir Bumbles
No,
II.
not
Very
Sir
nasty word again.
Bumbles! Oh. Good work,
I
Jess.
have no idea what this app is. I'm certainly not going to touch it if I don't know it's safe. Maybe if we could find out more about it.
Maybe in some books. cactus.
A cactus covered in dozens of needles.
I'm keeping well away. Got a dreadful phobia of needles, don't you know?
Doesn't that rather interfere with your work as a doctor?
Not at all. I just close my eyes when I use them, that's all. It's very common fear, you know. Most of my patients scream when they see me with one.
Okay, I do not want an operation from Dr. Fumble or whatever his name is. Okay. Will we get to
A collection of
these now?
books, nothing of any...
No. So that is that. Oh, hello. Hang on.
Nothing to be done for the poor fellow until we can drain the water, I fear.
Oh,
We shall have to get him out of there if I'm to do an autopsy. Can't very well determine the cause of death just by gawping at him through the glass, you know.
okay. So that is the dead one. What's in the box? So we need a key. Fair enough.
You know, Frumple, I'm not sure we have all the information we need to crack this puzzle.
Not a surprise to me, that is.
I say, look at this, old boy. It's Gilfrey and I during our school days. Ah, those were happy times.
Not for me. Couldn't abide school. The other boys used to make fun of my name. Dumple, they'd call me. The rotters.
Sport.
A sporting trophy won by Gilfrey. He was always such a strong, fit chap.
Won a few sporting trophies myself in my youth, you know. Came second in the all boys egg and spoon race back at the old academy. They let me keep the spoon. Had to give back the egg, mind. Matron only laid it that morning.
Okay, so that is... So I'm just looking at the pipe.
This tube is part of the network of pipes Gilfrey used to get around the...
Ingenious system.
Okay, so yeah, we looked at that. Okay. So, how do I get back? Is it this way? Which way is it? How do I get out? Can't get out. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's here. Oh, hang on. He's got a watch on. That might or might not be important. That is a watch. It's somewhere here. There we are. Okay. Oh, we didn't look at the telephone.
It would be prudent to alert someone on the mainland to the death. Hello? Operator?
It's not going to work.
Ah, yes, hello. I
Oh.
wonder if you'd be so kind as to connect me to Scotland Yard. Inspector Culver's office, if you please. Yes, thank you.
Genuinely. There it is. Genuinely
What the devil, the
surprised.
lights have gone out.
What on earth was all that about?
I'm not sure. I say, the telephone line has gone dead. And look at this.
Crikey, that's a bit of a mess. What could have done this?
Well, one thing's for sure, we're not going to be able to contact the mainland until we can get this repaired.
Interesting. So we need to repair the telephone. Can we go upstairs? Oh yes, we can. There's even more. There's so much to explore. I'm sorry that I'm only just basically reading at the moment. Left corridor. Oh, hang on.
I say, Frumple, this is a portrait of King Alec, a most popular monarch in his day.
Oh, indeed so. A very good old boy, as I understand it.
Quite so, Frumple. A good boy
He
indeed.
looks like a good boy.
A portrait of Vitus Varnus.
Maybe somebody Gilfrey knew from his military days. Looks like a pretty tough, brave soul to me, at any rate.
Seems like a most agreeable fellow. A painting of one Max the Tux Sheldon. I say, didn't this fellow help us out on a case once?
Indeed so. Quite the respectable chap now, but had a bit of a murky past, I recall.
Yes, gave us some information about a particularly loathsome fellow who'd been running a smuggling ring.
What is that? No, we can't. Let's have a look in the bathroom. Okay, so there's a tube.
Part of Gilfrey's pipe.
Looks like great fun. Would be better with a mud pit at the end of it, though.
Oh, shouldn't have clicked through that, but anyway. Toilet seats, plural.
Different seats for small, medium and large posteriors. Saves accidents with smaller animals falling in the bowl.
Yeah.
Most considerate.
That is a wonderful detail that I had not considered.
I don't wish to go right now, and certainly not with Frumple standing here.
Fine, just wanted to make sure.
Just a swift pull, and the water flushes away.
Isn't modern science wonderful?
Okay, anything in there now?
I don't wish to go right.
No. Toilet paper?
Look at this. Silly beggars have put the toilet roll on the wrong way round.
I'm
You
not
know,
having
between
that.
this and the tea fiasco, I sometimes feel like I barely know who you are anymore.
No, not having that either. It's the right way round. Towel.
This might prove useful.
Absolutely not. Why, if you take that, people won't be able to wash their hooves after their ablutions. Absolutely filthy. No, I won't allow it.
Doctor? So you're not going to let us? You swine. Okay, what have we got in here?
I'll just take this.
You know, I can prescribe medication if you need it. You don't have to go around stealing drugs from dead people.
It's an empty bottle, Frumple.
Okay.
This might prove useful.
Absolutely.
Darn you. Curse you, Dr. Frumple. Okay. Should take a look at... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I want to have a quick look at this medicine bottle.
A small empty bottle.
Just a small empty bottle, okay. So we do have pruning shears and do have a kitchen knife. I could use the pruning shears to take the chain off
The guest
of...
bedrooms are all down here. I suppose we should investigate.
Don't know why we bother. Even the daftest criminal isn't stupid enough to leave incriminating evidence lying around his own bedroom.
You watch.
Well, that was a bally waste of time. What did I tell you?
I know, old friend, but we had to do it.
Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, let's go back to the main hallway. Let's check the other corridor. Oh.
Ah, I do believe I've met this gentleman.
I'm
A
already in
fellow
love
by the
with
name
that
of
fox.
Tobin.
Wily looking chap. I dare say he would have a tale or two to tell.
Indeed so, quite the talented wordsmith too. He throws around some most impressive verbiage.
Gonna say I'm taken by that fox, but look at the hairstyle here!
This is a self-portrait, apparently, of a fellow by the name of Lake Cabilius, a renowned scientist and explorer.
I mean,
Maybe
that's
a colleague
hairstyle.
of Gilfrey's.
Perhaps so. I believe I may have met the chap once at a party held by him and his husband. Very good food, as I recall.
Attic.
From what I recall, this door leads to the attic. Sadly, it appears to be locked at the moment.
Okay.
Why do people insist on locking doors all over the place? Most inconvenient. Nobody ever considers us.
I
Absolutely.
rather imagine Gilfrey wasn't expecting to die, so probably wasn't anticipating our investigation.
Well, yes, I suppose the whole thing is rather more inconvenient for him.
And then the study. But we can go in the study. Oh, hello. We've got a chameleon and a frog. Spode and Dr. Price. Let's have a look at this. Newspaper, Cat Amongst the Pigeons.
Looks like our dear friend Inspector Culver has solved another case. It seems this was an international case. He was aided by a foreign chap named Inspector Waffles.
I'd rather go for a waffle right now.
Is there any time you couldn't?
Okay. Coin case.
I think I'll leave these be. Not really cricket to go around stealing from a dead chap.
I mean, you've done nothing but walk around picking up things that don't belong to you since we left home this morning, but have to draw the line somewhere, what?
Okay. A diving suit.
I don't really think this diving suit would fit me. A photograph from one of Gilfrey's expeditions.
Chap suddenly got around a bit, didn't he?
A naked painting of
Oh, I say, this is a bit risque.
a mole
I've never
rat.
understood why mole rats are so averse to wearing clothing like any normal animal.
Bunch of exhibitionists, if you ask me.
Paint me like one of your French mole rats. Okay, writing desk. Notepad.
A notepad. Looks like the top page has been torn off.
Oh, you know what this means. Quick, give me a pencil.
Yes!
I'm going to rub over it and reveal what's
Yes,
written on
I
the
love
torn
it.
off
I
sheet.
love it. Yeah.
This is my favourite.
Here you go then.
It's working, it's working.
Let me see now. 1 dozen eggs, 1 lettuce, a quart of milk. Well done, Frumple. You've uncovered an old shopping
Well,
list.
yeah.
How disappointing.
Shame. A letter opener.
A small blade used for opening letters.
That.
My God, Winklebottom, this might be it. The murder weapon.
No, it's not.
Other than there being no blood in the water, this blade barely being sharp enough to break paper, let alone flesh, and the fact the murderer would have to dry it off and place it back in his desk after using it, rather than just taking it with him, yes, I'd say this fits the facts rather well.
Nobody likes you when you act like a blasted clever clogs, you know.
On top of all that, we don't even know that this is a murder yet.
Yes, you've made your point.
I would quite like to take that though for the chest, not chest of drawers, for the dumb waiter. Can I take it?
Let's take this with us.
Good.
You must be flummoxed if you think we're going to be in this blasted place long enough for you to start getting correspondence.
Okay, good. We have a pressure valve.
Let's give this a turn and see if we can't drain the system to get Gilfrey out of there.
Wait, we can't do this while the water bombs are turned on. We'd probably flood the house. Or, at the very least, I might get water in my tea.
What is this red light? Indicator light.
The sign next to this light says, "Warning, do not open pressure valve when pump is powered."
Maybe just a slight turn, just to see what happens.
No, Frumple?
So we need to turn off power to the pump before we can turn that handle. Okay. There's an orrery there. Who is this? An egg photo?
This must be a baby photograph of Constance.
Look at her little bow.
Reference books.
We could spend days looking through these books. Maybe if we had something specific to search for.
We do. We have the pitcher plants. We want to know more about the pitcher plants to look at the sap. Yes? Can I do that?
We could spend days looking...
Nope, apparently not. A wardrobe. Can we take a coat hanger?
Might come in useful, I suppose.
That might be useful for the dumbwaiter. One of these things will be. Right, let's finally speak to Spode.
Greetings, good sir.
Ulysses Spode of Spode, and Flabbernacle at your service.
Is he a lawyer?
What a ludicrous collection of names that is.
Quite so, Frumple. And what part do you play in today's events?
Don't rightly know, sir. Old Gilfrey wanted me to come and observe, he said.
Yep.
Worried there might be a spot of bother about whatever it was
So,
he
yeah,
was
definitely.
announcing.
Legal bother, you
Yeah.
mean?
As you say. Wouldn't tell me in advance what the whole bally palaver was all about, though. I suppose now we'll never know.
It'll be in the attic.
Perhaps.
So, since I'm here anyway and the old boy has popped off, might as well sort through his paperwork and make sure everything is in order. Lots to sort out when somebody dies, you know. Especially somebody as rich as him.
We shall speak more later.
Always here if you need me.
Okay. And Dr. Price.
Greetings, dear lady.
Oh, hello.
I am Lord Winklebottom III, and this is my companion, Dr. Frumple.
I'm Vivian. Dr. Vivian Price.
You're a doctor.
Yes. Well, sort of. Not medicine. Geology. And physics. Also biology and linguistics. A few things.
Yes, well, medicine is difficult, especially for a, well, you know.
Frumple.
Oh, don't worry. I'm used to that sort of reaction.
Oh. You being sort of... Was Dr. Frumple being classist or animalist against chameleons?
Were you invited here for this great announcement too?
Me? Oh, no, I live here. Well, not here in the house, but on the island. I worked, I suppose, for Admiral Gilfrey.
Strange, the maid didn't mention other stuff.
No, she wouldn't. People tend to forget about me, you see, Mr. Winklebottom. Sometimes I think I might as well just blend into the scenery.
What was the nature of your employment here?
You know of Gilfrey's expeditions. I helped him examine the artefacts he brought back. Cataloguing, mostly. But sometimes there'd be something more interesting.
Anything recently? Could that be what he intended to announce? Some big discovery?
No, nothing. I'm sure I would have known if there was something like that. I am sorry, Mr. Winklebottom.
What do you know of the other people in the house?
Not very much, I'm afraid. I haven't really spoken to anybody. I don't even know the staff all that well. I tried talking to the gardener earlier, but he was in a frightful temper.
Oh, yes, there's the gardener as well.
You mentioned the gardener was in a bad mood. Do you know why?
Oh, well, he's always kind of grumpy, you know, but he seemed perfectly livid last time I saw him. Thought he was being given the sack, I think. Something about a vegetable patch. You should probably ask him.
Very good, Jess. Jess.
Thank you, miss.
Okay. So we've got lots of little things that we could do, but I think we should make our way back to the kitchen. What's the dining room? No, I do mean the kitchen. Can we use the letter opener here?
This might do the job. If I hold the door open with one hoof and try to jam the letter opener in with the other. Yes, I think that's going to keep the door open.
Excellent. Can we now sort of...
It's open now, so I should be able to look inside.
Please do. Are you going to look inside?
It's open now.
Oh, I see. We need to use the look action. Okay.
Right, with this door held open, I can just about get my head in here. Let's have a look inside, shall we?
Okay.
Well, that was a tight squeeze. I can't really do much down here, but I can have a look around at least.
Okay, so there's the power thing. A bottle of lye, a broom, some bags of salt.
Looks like there are some bags over yonder, but I can't tell what's inside them.
Okay.
This is a bottle of lye, an alkali used for cleaning.
So probably they just changed the pH of the water. Can I move that?
Alas, I cannot reach the switch from this undignified position. We'll need to get into the room.
Let's get into this room. But at least we now know that is where it is. So are we able to leave the manor then, and then sort of walk around the side to get to the basement or something? Will Beryl know? No.
That will be all for now, madam.
Can go outside. Okay. Ooh, a key.
I say, Frumple, look, there's an imprint here. Somebody must have dropped something in the wet mud. From the shape, I deduce...
It's very obviously a key. There's no need to act so bally clever about it, you know?
As you say, a key.
Okay, so someone has a key. Oh, here's the slug. Now, he wouldn't have done anything with the salt, would he? Because slugs don't like salt.
Hello, my good man.
Do you mind? I have work to do. This storm is going to ruin my plants.
Perhaps you've not yet heard, but I'm afraid your master...
Oh, I've heard. And where does that leave me? That's what I want to know. Bloody inconsiderate of him it is.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Farewell then, my good fella.
Oh, yes, you just go indoors. That's fine. Don't worry about me. Bloody love a storm, I do.
I think Pumphrey's in a bad mood. He would leave a trail, you're absolutely right. Can we go anywhere? So it just says island.
It's no good, we won't get anywhere in this weather. We'll have to wait until the storm clears up.
So something with big footprints has a key on their hoof. To be honest, it's probably you, Dr. Frumple, but anyway.
I say, Frumple, what on earth was that?
Some kind of commotion coming from the drawing room, I think.
Quickly, we must investigate.
Which one was the drawing room?
Quick, Frumple, to the orangery. Miss Gilfrey is in grave danger.
Not Constance.
Miss Gilfrey, what is it? Whatever is the matter?
Oh, Lord Winklebottom, it was terrible. A simply frightful thing.
I say, steady on. What are you talking about?
Out there, Dr. Frumple, out in the dark, it was a creature, a thing. I've never seen such a ghastly sight.
Are you sure, Miss Gilfrey? Could it perhaps have been Mr. Walters returning to his boat?
It wasn't a person, Lord Winklebottom. It wasn't an animal at all. It was wet and hairless and... Oh, God, that face! I shall never forget it.
What now? Please, try to be calm, Miss Gilfrey. We must investigate.
Oh, sirs, thank goodness you're here. He just burst in, soaking wet, ranting and raving about a monster.
Gah! A foul, fearsome beast! Away! Away with you!
Poor fellow looks in a bad way. Frumple?
Chap seems delusional. We should get him into bed for some rest.
Came at me out the trees, a malign monster! Ah! 'Tis after me! 'Tis after me!
Looks like he needs a good rest.
He can use one of the beds in the servants' quarters. I'm sure Ambrose won't object.
Right then, Frumple, let's help get him into bed.
As long as I don't have to get too close, he smells like a blessed brewery.
Come on then, old chap. Right, we got the fellow settled. Should be right as rain soon.
As long as the bar guest doesn't come for him.
I say what?
Oh, never mind me, sir. Just a silly fancy.
Did you say Barguest? Like the name of this island?
It's daft, really, I suppose, but the Barguest is a ferocious monster said to roam the island at night. He's part dog, part monster. They say that anybody who sees it will surely die soon after.
Sounds like a pretty disagreeable chap, what? As a poppycock, mind you.
Well, one last thing, sirs, if it pleases you. In all the commotion, Madame Lavinia has misplaced her crystal ball. Says it's been stolen. Would you believe it?
Dashed careless of her.
I've promised to keep an eye out for anything
didn't see it
suspicious
coming.
out here, but maybe you could go and talk to her.
Very well, we shall see what the problem is.
Okay. Okay, so let's speak to her to see what she says.
I say, what's happened to your crystal ball?
Oh, it's that criminal sat in her chair over there. She's acting like she's oblivious, but look at her bill. She's clearly stolen it.
Well, that's really not on.
I even tried mentioning the Scottish play to shock it out of her, but she's deaf as a post.
Oh yeah, it will
The
work. She's an
Scottish play?
actress.
The Shakespeare play. Macbeth. Actors are terrified of it. Think Shakespeare will come and eat them if it's even mentioned, or something like that.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, I think it's here. At least pretty sure it was just a normal bill when I got.
Macbeth.
The cheek! I do not have bad breath.
Well, that worked about as well as could be expected.
Madam, perhaps you could return the good lady's crystal ball.
What's that? Music hall? Ah, you must be a fan. Sorry, darling, I don't do requests.
Daft old bird.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, madam.
What's that?
Yeah. So we need to get her hearing back so that we can shout at her Macbeth, and then we can get the crystal ball back. So we need something to deal with this small screw.
One of those newfangled gramophone players.
Modern technology.
That. So can we say use the kitchen knife on it?
No, I don't think.
Can we use the wire coat
No,
hanger?
I don't think this is right.
No. Yeah, that is the next.
Now, let us have a
question.
look in here.
Just some paper.
Not inherently so.
Best way in my...
One would hope that you would.
So where were the locks? There was one in here, wasn't there? So let's try.
I have reservations about doing this.
So that doesn't work. Where was the other one? It was upstairs. I'm going to say this way. And it was the attic.
I have reservations about doing this.
Doesn't it work? Okay. So the dog is now in here.
Mr. Walters?
Yeah, vast and away with you.
Is he drunk again?
A foul beast more terrible than the Kraken. Begone! Begone!
I think he might be dreaming.
Fella's gone crackers if you ask me.
I should never have shot that albatross. Cursed I be. But he knocked over me pint.
Seems like he's delusional, or at least I hope he is.
Okay. Okay. Still want to take that as a sheet to mop up the now burnt butter. Let's be honest, that butter's been on the stove for a very long time in the kitchen. We put that there ages ago. Okay. If we do the gong.
Gone.
Ugh.
Okay. What about the mat box? I don't think there's anything to do with that mat box yet. We haven't. No. Haven't found the butler. Feel like there was something extra I could do in here. Yes. Why were we given a bottle? We've also got some pruning shears. Can I use that on the toilet chair? Oh, interesting.
I'd really rather not.
Okay, you can't. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Try the box with the coat hanger. Yeah. Okay, so that is in the drawing room. Let's go to Oh no, it looks like we have to poke bits of it. So, interesting. We're going to get an order.
You know, Frumple, I'm not sure we have all the information we need to crack this puzzle.
Interesting. Good. A more interesting puzzle there. He's just dead body just floating in the room. There we go. Nothing to see here. We need a small screw. That's what we need. So we've got this hose over here as well.
I really am awfully embarrassed about this, you know.
You're really not.
I don't really want to lug around an entire hose pipe if I don't have a reason to.
Shakespeare. We had some Shakespeare books, did we?
Various works of fiction. These were most likely Ethelberta's. Aristotle preferred his scientific tomes instead.
Ugh, Shakespeare.
I say, Frumple, there's a copy of the play Madame Lavinia mentioned here. Macbeth.
Okay. Can we take that book?
You know, this might just come in useful.
Just as long as you don't force me to read it.
Okay, so we now have the book of the Macbeth book with the lovely shark on the front of it. So let's go and shove that in the front of Celia's face.
I say, madam, I have a play here that might interest you.
The Scottish play! Oh, get away from me! Away!
Oh, look!
Thank you so much for getting my crystal ball back. I will let Beryl know that she needn't stand guard any longer.
Don't mention it, madam.
So we've done that. Good. What was the point in that?
Dame Celia's haberdashery bag. Knitting, sewing, wool, threads and such like.
Let's go back and talk with Beryl. No, nothing to see.
That'll be all for now, madam.
Can I retrieve the book? No.
A roaring hot fire. Very cosy.
It's very much not a book anymore. Okay. I feel like everything's in here. Anything from Sir Winslet? No.
Thank you for your time.
Anything from the axe?
Sorry, my friend. I'm rather afraid I have more of a need for this than you do.
There's just nothing you won't half-inch given the chance, is there?
We now have the axe. Can we use that on the hose pipe?
No, I don't think this is right.
Can we use it on Constance?
This seems unlikely to be effective.
Half inch is
I really
is
am
to
awfully
steal to
embarrassed.
pinch, yeah. Cockney rhyming slang.
This seems unlikely to be effective. I have reservations about doing this. No. So I'm really not sure.
Knife
I'm really
on the
not
hose
sure.
pipe. Pruning shears
really
on the
not.
hose pipe.
Goodbye for now, miss.
For the pump. It said we had to get into that room. I mean, can I just smash
One of those
you?
newfangled grammar.
Modern technology.
Can I just smash you?
This seems unlikely to be effective.
Fair. Statue on the left doesn't do anything, and that's the can't see.
I say,
one here.
Winklebottom, I wonder if these chaps know what happened.
You could ask.
Yeah, so that's nothing.
Right, with this door held open.
Okay, so he can get a look in.
No, I don't think this is right. This seems unlikely to be effective. No, sorry.
So that just says water system.
This system must feed water into the rest of the house. The taps, Gilfrey's pipe network, the orangery and so on.
Yes, I'll turn it off. Oh, make a mould of the key. That's a really good idea. Can I just take the pan of liquid butter?
I can hardly pick this up with my bare hooves.
Oh, yeah.
We'll need something to soak it up, I wager.
Well, what about your mane? That's probably absorbent.
That's a disgusting thought, Frumple.
Yes, so we now need to take the butter and mould the key in it. So we need... I mean, if Dr. Frumple would let us use the towel from the bathroom, we'd be okay right now, but we don't have a piece of...
A bowl of fruit. You know...
Well, doesn't seem...
Okay. Marky V's had a... I mean, you could... Whoops. You could put it in the bottle, but I don't think it's going to be that. Here I am to be proved wrong.
No, sorry.
Ah, yes. See, I think it's going to be... For some reason, we're going to dip the cloth in the butter, for a reason which I don't understand. I want to break up this coat hanger. It's not
I'm
letting
not sure
me.
they're designed for metal, but these shears are just about managing to get through the coat hanger.
Oh.
Looks like they're jiggered now, though. Best check them away.
Okay, so we now have coat hanger wires. Can we...
I have reservations about doing this.
So that it won't work in that one. How about this one?
I'm really not sure what the plan is here.
Interesting that we've got the coat hanger wires. What are you talking about? The sappy plant for... why am I putting the coat hanger wires
I
in
have
there?
reservations.
Medicine bottle?
Even
Oh.
with this bottle, I really don't want to carry this stuff around without knowing more about it.
Okay. So there should be a book somewhere that tells us what is in those
A
plants.
collection of books, nothing of any great interest right now.
Not now, but there will be later. So we should probably go back up to the study, because there might be a book or something in there that might be useful. Some reference books.
We could spend days looking through these books.
We do have something specific to search for, but let's try this action.
This appears to be a large collection of books about botany.
Good.
Plants and whatnot. How
Good.
dull.
Yes.
Biology is much more interesting.
But you're not looking at the specific thing. Why are you not looking at the specific thing? That's very irritating. Oh, hang on. Drawers. Rolled up paper.
Oh, look, this is a map of the island. This will come in useful, I'm sure.
Okay, and in the right drawer, empty envelopes.
Let's take one of these envelopes.
Okay, so we've got an empty envelope and
A map of the island. A map of the island. An envelope with nothing inside it.
Am I going to be dipping that in the grease? Try the hoof now. What do you mean by try the hoof now?
We could spend days looking through these.
Oh, I see what you mean. Don't think the globe does anything yet, which is weird because we've got that map puzzle. It's the coin case. Can we look at the coin case, please?
A collection of old foreign coins. Gilfrey liked to keep them as a memento of his travels.
I had a patient pay me in foreign currency once. Gave me 1,000 something or others as payment. Thought I was rich, but it turned out they were only worth half a crown.
Okay. Envelope.
No, sorry.
Fair enough. Can I give the envelope to Beryl?
No, I don't.
Can I give the coat
I
hanger
have
wires?
reservations.
Okay. What have we got here? Empty envelope?
No.
No. Medicine bottle?
I have reservations about it.
Can the teapot be used? Ah, that's a good point. I turned it on. I didn't do anything with it.
At least we know we can make more tea if we need to.
Oh, that's a relief. I feel like I've been nursing this cup for hours now. Though I'll make it next time and put the milk in first like you meant to.
So no is the answer to that. Yeah, we can click on this for hints. Do you think I need a hint? Do you think I need a hint? Yeah, crockery.
Just some crockery.
Yeah. I feel like now would be a good time for a hint, actually. All we need is a small screw. Door. Fire.
A nice hot fire.
Yes. So we saw a creature. Dr. Vivian Price lives on an island. Pumphrey seems angry at Gilfrey. Madame Lavinia. Sir Winslet. Very dapper, is he? Ulysses Spode. Dame Celia Wellington Boot.
Any ideas, old thing?
We should call the mainland to report the death.
Okay. We tried that.
I'd like to telephone the mainland to report the tragedy that has transpired here, but this telephone appears to be dead as poor Gilfrey.
Problem at the exchange, perhaps. Or maybe a line down in the storm.
Well, perhaps, but I think it's more likely to be the cut wire immediately underneath this table.
Oh, well, might be, I suppose. Perhaps.
Let's use the co-hanger wires.
Not the most professional repair, but I think this should allow us to use the telephone.
Okay. That was a bit
Let's give
left
this a
field,
try, then.
wasn't it? That all of a sudden we need to be doing this. But anyway, okay.
Ah yes, I have a connection. Operator, get me Scotland Yard.
Has it got through?
She's just connecting me now. Ah, greetings. This is Lord Winklebottom. I wish to report a suspicious death on the Isle of Bargast. I say hello? Hello?
What's wrong?
The line's dead. Must have gone down somewhere outside the house. Blast it, I don't think my message got through. Sound to us, Frumple. We must investigate this death ourselves.
Okay. Good. Good. How was that useful? You going to say anything? No.
Farewell then, my good fella.
Oh, yes, you just go indoors. That's fine. Don't worry about me. Bloody love a storm, I do.
Still in a mood. Oh, map and gardener? Okay, yeah. Map.
This seems unlikely to be effective.
Okay. Map and everyone else, really.
No, sorry.
Stabby, stabby? Stabby, stabby?
I have reservations about doing this.
No stabby, stabby. Whoops.
That'll be all for now, madam.
I think I might go for a hint. Just working out what to do next. I need a small screw, sure. Let's click on the hint.
Any ideas, old thing?
We might need to lubricate that water system wheel. Is there a bit of cloth or something hanging around we could use to wipe grease on it?
There is. There is. But you won't let me take it.
This might prove useful.
Absolutely not. Why, if you take that, people won't be able to wash their hooves after their ablutions. Absolutely filthy. No, I won't allow it.
No! Okay, so. There is a sheet. Yes, there is a sheet. Oh, the toilet paper? That's true. I clicked on it and we got a lovely, amusing response. But now if I click on it again, I might be able to take some.
Look at this. Silly beggars have put the toilet roll on the wrong way round.
You know, between this and the tea fiasco...
Okay, can I just take that again?
Look at this.
No.
You know, between this...
So there's the sheet in the servants' quarters downstairs. Good evening, Aidan. Hope you're doing well. So there's the bed.
Ugh, this bed is absolutely...
Looks like some kind of slime or mucus.
So it's a mollusk. Yes, fine. I want to pick you up, but you won't let me. What was... I think that was the hallway. And there's that very cute axolotl toy. It's finding the right thing to trigger the next thing, isn't it? It's just finding the right event. I think we know roughly what we're doing, but it's just finding it. Is there anything
A
on
bust of the...
Not just a great company.
Yeah, okay, so those are just those. dining room?
I'm not going to open these.
But what is outside? I didn't look.
Large double windows looking out onto the island.
Not exactly the jolliest view one could ask for.
What's the vase doing?
A long round glass vase. It's crystal clear.
Don't go sticking your head in there again. Wouldn't want to get stuck.
Why did we nibble the things from it, you know?
There's nothing left to eat in this vase.
You're addicted.
And we could also change the clock.
If I turn the hands, I can make the clock chime.
Yeah. So we can do that, but what happens? No. I thought something was going to happen there.
A fine-looking grandfather clock, though it appears to be stopped currently. I suppose nobody has wound it for a while.
My third cousin had one of these. I used to mess around with the hands to hear the cuckoo going off.
Are you sure that's not a cuckoo clock you're thinking of?
No, my third cousin is a cuckoo and he really hates me messing around with his grandfather clock.
Nice. Do we need a key to get into there to wind it up? Is that something we're going to be doing? I'm not sure.
No. Sorry.
Dare.
This seems unlikely to be effective.
Dare not. Yeah, okay. We have. I will just go again, but we have.
Dame Sigurd haberdashery bag. Knitting, sewing, wool, threads and such like.
I think I'm going to click on a hint because I think I've done the thing. But
Any ideas, old thing?
We might need to lubricate that water system wheel. Is there a bit of cloth or something hanging around we could use to wipe grease on it?
So how do we get the sheet from the... Oh, the tie! Oh, that's clever.
I say, Winklebottom, that fella must...
Yeah.
I think I've heard...
I suppose...
This chap is beyond even your...
Okay, no way of taking the... Oh, hang on! Yoink.
Can't get this off by hoof. I think it's been glued on by the taxidermist.
Interesting. Does it say anything?
The moose's tie.
Used to have to wear one at school. Hated the wretched thing. Was always getting it in me soup.
And you didn't like walking around wearing a dirty tie?
It's not that. It would soak some of it up so I'd have less to eat. Rather fond of soup.
And that's a hint as to what to do with it. So...
A sharp kitchen.
I would say the knife on the tie.
Sorry about this, sir, but I'm afraid we have need of your tie.
As we thought about earlier.
My lord, whatever are you doing? Stop that this instant.
Oh,
Frightfully sorry, madam.
Can't do this while the old goat is hanging around, what? We may need to convince her to leave.
right. How do we convince her to leave?
Perhaps you should get some rest, dear lady.
I am feeling quite tired after all the commotion. I suppose there won't be any more guests now, and the madam's missing item has been found, so I should get a bit of rest.
And now... Honestly, we're not going to tackle this again. No, we'll be
Sorry
good.
about this, sir, but I'm afraid we have need of your tie.
Okay, so now we go to the kitchen to dip the tie in the butter.
I suppose this fabric will soak up the grease. Ah yes, we now have a greasy tie. How splendid.
You do the strangest things, Winklebottom.
Why did we need that again? I have forgotten. We had to grease something up. What shall I grease up next? The wheel. What wheel was this? The water wheel. Was that the one downstairs?
Right, with this door held open, I can just about get my head in here.
Everybody's saying the wheel. There's no wheel in here. Oh, the one in the orangery. Ah, the orangery. Okay, yes, I've forgotten entirely about that. Okay, so greasy tie.
This seems unlikely.
On the postcard?
No.
This isn't...
I really am...
Oops. That's not there. Upstairs. Upstairs. Right corridor. Study.
Right then, I'll wipe this liquid butter around the valve using the tie we cut off a dead moose's mounted head.
There is literally no simpler way we could have done this.
I think I might dispose of this now.
It is a
Absolutely
library.
disgusting.
Yeah, sort of. Okay, can I do anything with that now? Surely not, because...
Let's give this a turn and see if we can't drain the system to get Gilfrey out of there.
Wait, we can't do this while the water pumps are turned on. We'd probably flood the house. Or, at the very least, I might get water in me tea.
And that's that downstairs thing through the hatch. But we need to find their way in there properly, and I don't know how to do that yet. Okay. So that's going to be the next part of the puzzle. If we've just done that, the next part of the puzzle is turning off the... Why have we got a diving suit?
A diving suit, used by Gilfrey to remain out of his tube system for long periods. It looks like the helmet can be removed.
Oh, we should remove it then. Let us remove it.
I know I can carry a lot of things, but I draw the line at lugging around a big metal helmet for no very good reason.
Fine. Knife?
I'm really not sure what the...
Knife?
No, I don't think this is right. This appears to be a large collection of books about botany.
Plants and whatnot.
Okay. That's not gone brilliantly.
We could spend days looking through...
Yeah, we do. Okay.
We shall speak more later.
Always here if you need me.
Can't get in the attic yet, so we still need to take the impression of the key as well. But we need to be able to get... I mean, just how do we get to that bit underneath? I'm assuming it's underneath. Or maybe... No, it would be in the attic, wouldn't it? Because, for water pressure. So we need to get into the attic. I assumed it was down, but... oh, yes! Yes, let's axe it up. But not this way.
This seems unlikely to be effective.
Oh, that was a really good idea. Yeah, so we need to gain access to the attic. I feel like these have got stuck on. Just going to check. Do I need to save this game? Save! Oh, it's an auto-save. Good. No, there isn't. No, it just says attic.
From what I recall, this door leads to the attic. Sadly, it appears to be locked at the moment.
Oh, why do people insist on locking?
I rather imagine Gilfrey...
Well, yeah.
Knife. Attic.
I'm really not sure.
No. I mean, there's going to be something behind one of these paintings, surely. Yes, I would agree. So how are we going to imprint the key? We need something that sets, and the butter would set.
There's still a bit of butter left in this pan. Maybe I could find some bread somewhere to mob it up.
Sometimes you really are quite repugnant, Frumple.
No, I thought he was gonna let us take it. Cooker.
This seems nice and hot now, but I'm not really sure what one does with one.
Oh yes.
No. So
Can we shove that in there?
no.
But I like the idea of melting down some metal, pouring it into
No, I don't.
the bottle.
I'd really rather not.
A do like that idea. We do have a fire in the dining room. I mean, I'll be very surprised.
This seems unlikely to be effective.
Oh, are they wax fruits? It didn't say. It said they were apples.
This seems unlikely to be
It didn't say
effective.
they were proper fruits. But, yeah, something to do with wax would work. So, what is the glass vase? Well, whoops, didn't mean to click on you.
Thank you for your time.
So that was in the drawer, wasn't it? So let's... No. Where were the fruits, then? Was that not earlier? Was that in the pub? What is going to go on with this? Kitchen. Ah, yes, the kitchen. What is... But still, my point still stands. What is going to go on with this?
I don't really want to look.
Yeah. Hasn't let me yet. I will try the axe once again, but I swear I tried it. But we know me. I say
no, sorry.
say that I've done it. It turns out I haven't. I tell you what, I'm going to click on the pictures again, because now we know we have a book about botany. Do I need to click on the pictures and to go just to advance that a little bit?
This pitcher plant is full of nasty-looking liquid. Some kind of sap, I presume.
What did you call me?
Hey! Okay, so maybe that will advance that.
I have no idea what this sap is. I'm certainly not going to touch it if I don't know it's safe. Maybe if we could find out more about it.
Maybe that will trigger the thing, so if I look at the books upstairs, it will now work on that. Because maybe the sap will set or something. No, we want the main hallway and to go right into the study. Will this have triggered the book bit down here?
This appears to be a large collection.
Plants and whatnot.
No.
I wonder if I can find any information about that plant we saw in the orangery.
Hooray!
Ah, yes, here we are.
There
What
it
does it
is.
say?
Apparently, that sticky fluid in the plant is a kind of resin. Mix it with a strong alkali and apply a heat source and it'll set hard as rock.
Maybe we could use that for something if we can get hold of a heat source.
And alkali. Can I get that lye? Yeah, indeed, like lye. Okay. So now I need to go and collect that sap. Is butter an acid or an alkali? I'm assuming it's going to be the lye, because otherwise why is it there? But is butter acidic or alkaline? I don't know. Okay, let's get some of the sap.
Right then, I'll collect a quantity of sap in the empty bottle.
The butter did it. Excellent. Good, we now have a bottle of sap. Let's go into the kitchen. And we're going to go downstairs into the dumb waiter.
Right, with this door held open, I can...
So now can I go bottle of sap and lye?
I'd really rather not. This is a dangerous substance. I don't especially want to pick it up with my mouth, but I suppose I don't really have a choice.
Oh, but you'll do that. Fine. Okay, so lye and sap.
This seems unlikely to be effective.
Interesting. Will you do anything with this now?
Alas, I cannot reach the switch from this undignified position. We'll need to get into the room.
You are. So, but you do see his neck is going down. This is why I thought it was in the basement. But for water pressure reasons, it would make sense if it was in the attic. But he's definitely down. He's gone down, so this is in the basement. Okay, anyway, let's go back into the kitchen. I'm going to put the lye in the...
I'd really rather not.
No, didn't think so. Yeah, let's... But we have to apply a heat... Is this going to work? Let's find out. Can I just put the bottle of sap here?
Let's pour this sap into the imprint of the key. Yes, that's filled it nicely.
Okay. Can I just take it?
A key-shaped hole filled with sap from a plant.
We do live a strange life, Winklebottom.
Lye.
Let's put this alkali into the sap then.
Yeah, let me do it. This needs the steady hoof of a surgeon.
It's going to start to set it.
Oh dear, well, it all went in at any rate.
Okay, now we can pick it up.
There's a mixture of sap and alkali in this hole now. If the book we read is to be believed,
Where's
it just
the
needs
match?
heat to
Oh
harden
no,
it.
we've used
Shame
the
it's so
match.
bloody freezing out here, really.
Okay, so we need a source of heat. Where am I going to find a piece of heat? So I need something flammable. So which I can set a light and then I can put that on the thing. Envelope.
I'm really not sure what the plan is here. A roaring hot fire, very...
Good thoughts.
At least we know we can...
Oh, that's a relief.
Okay. What about if we take the pan?
There's still a bit of butter left in this pan.
Sometimes... a nice hot fire.
Yeah. Maybe I could just heat the axe,
This seems unlikely to be effective.
or heat the knife.
I have reservations about doing this. I'm really not sure what the plan is here. A bowl of fruit.
Yeah,
Well, doesn't seem to...
That's proper fruit.
Nothing else of you.
Nothing in there.
This seems nice and hot now, but I'm not really sure what one does with one.
I don't think the map. I don't really want to burn the map.
This seems unlikely to be
Yeah.
effective.
I tried it for you, Marky V. It did not work. I tell you what, the grease this. Oh, I mean that might work. That might work. Let's talk to Beryl.
I say, madam, are you feeling more rested now?
I'm feeling somewhat better now, my lord. I'll return to my duties shortly.
Okay, fine.
Ugh, this bed is up.
Looks like some kind of slime or mucus.
I was hoping it'd be flammable slime. You know, is slime flammable? Is slime slammable? Brr. That is going to be here. Won't let me.
Look at this, silly beggars.
You know, between
Won't let me do that. I still have the kitchen knife, which I haven't used, the long metal axe, which I haven't used, the towel.
this might prove you.
Absolutely not.
No, he's still not letting us take it.
Just a swift pull and the water flushes away.
It does say
Isn't modern
pooper.
science wonderful?
It says pooper on the top right of the of the cistern there. That is very true. Non-Newtonian fluids, good knowledge. You gonna say anything to me? Heat source.
I wonder if you could help procure me some kind of portable heat source.
Procure a heat source? Look, Mush, if you want to borrow a lamp, just bloody well say so, why don't you?
Well, if it's not too much trouble.
Oh no, that's just fine and dandy. But tell you what, you wait here in the shelter while I go off in the middle of a bloody storm to find you a lamp. Wouldn't want you to go to any bother, like.
Thanks,
Most
Pub
gracious of you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, here you are then. Do be careful not to burn your bloody hooves on it, won't you? I'm off inside, now that I've battened down the hatches out here. Don't feel you have to follow me, like.
Good.
Never did like invertebrates.
Dr. Frumple needs he is not woke. Okay, unlit paraffin lamp, so we need to light it, which we can do at one of the many fires.
I'll just touch the wick to the flame, and here we are. The lantern is illuminated.
And let's I mean it's gonna work.
Let me try and apply heat from this lamp to the resin mixture, and let's see what happens.
Oh, can't see anything happening. How boring.
Give it time, Frumple.
Can we go now? I'm so bored waiting for this.
You know, Frumple, I rather think we can. Look, the resin is set solid, just like the book said.
Oh yes, no, never doubted it for a moment. Looks like we now have a copy of the key that was dropped here.
Now to find what is the key to.
So, who wants to try the attic first? Who wants to try the kitchen door first? Who's going to get in first? I'm going to do whoever says first, attic or kitchen. Meredith says attic. I'm going for the attic. It's 2-1. 3. No, it's 2 all. Aidan says both. 3-2. Attic just squeaks it, but attic came in first. I bet it's the kitchen, but I hope it's the attic.
Blast it, this key won't fit the lock.
It's the kitchen!
Maybe this key we made will fit the lock on the cellar door.
By Jove, it works. Well done, Winklebottom.
Huzzah.
Oh, unfortunately it snapped off in the lock. I suppose the resin wasn't really strong enough. Still got the door open anyway.
Yeah, the butler will have done it. The butler will have absolutely done it. Okay, let's do the pump switch. Good, now we can... What's this? Sure, something. Okay, let's head back out. Let's go back up to the... Yeah, maybe we might need that salt later, but we're going to go up to the study. And we can now release the pressure valve.
Let's give this a turn and see if we can't drain the system to get
play for
Gilfrey
about
out of
5
there.
more
The
minutes.
lubrication has helped, but I still can't turn it. If only I had some leverage.
Luckily, you can use the long-handled axe.
Lubricating the valve wasn't enough, but maybe this will help us get some leverage on it.
So we use... Yeah, there we go.
Since there's no way to contact the mainland, we should flush out the body and perform an autopsy ourselves.
That's true.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? The Gilfrey estate will not be held liable for any damage or injury caused by incorrect operation of that device.
Oh, hang it all. What's the worst that can happen?
Here we go. There goes the dead body. This feels like this might be a decent...
Oh, bloody hell!
Oh no! Oh no, there's salt in the water with... Oh no! Oh no. So now we know why he's done... Oh no, an axolotl likes salt water, doesn't he? There we go. I'm going to pause it there. Possibly after any dialogue. Oh no. Oh, we killed the groundskeeper. Oh dear. Axolotls are freshwater. Well, then we know how
Well,
he
that
died.
was a most eventful night.
Quite so, old boy.
Hopefully our call got through to the police on the mainland, though I don't hold out much hope in that regard.
Our first priority should be the autopsy. I'll need to go and have a look at the body.
Good lord, what was that? It sounded like it came from the drawing room. We must investigate.
Someone's going to find the groundskeeper. I am going to call that time. That is a lovely point in which to pause. I'm very much enjoying this game.